Hi everyone. Welcome to BCUIC's breaking down your CAS application. I hope you enjoy your virtual open day tour so far. So in this session, I will be going through our CAS requirements and documents with you. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat box. So my name is Pei-Jin Yu. I'm the admissions manager at BCUIC. So I will be going through the CAS requirements. So the process, how the process works is after you have received your unconditional offer letter, and then you have made your deposit payment, we will then check your documents that you have submitted to us, to make sure they meet the requirements. And if they all meet the requirements for both the university and UKVI, we will then request your CAS from the university. So the university is the sponsor license holder. They are the one that issuing the CAS. So we are here to help you to request your CAS from them. So hence, we require you to submit the documents to us first, and then we will do the checks for you. So one of the first document that we need is bank statement. So this is a very important document that UKVI require for your student visa application. So in terms of bank statement, you will need to make sure that that you have maintained the required funds in your account for at least 28 days. So you need to, on the bank statement, you need to check if the bank statement have your logo and transaction dates, statement period dates. Make sure it shows the account holder's details, account type. Now you need to make sure that this bank account is not a personal, it's not a business account. It needs to be your personal saving or current account. As if you're going to use a business account, it will be a straight visa refusal, and the university will not issue the CAS if you're using a business account. So if on your bank statement it does not show the currency, then or the account type, then we will need a separate bank letter just to confirm what currency is for that account and what type is it. So another thing is the bank financial institutions. So most of the bank that we can accept, but one of the bank that the university do not accept is microfinance bank. So if you're using a microfinance bank, you will need to transfer it to another approved financial institution that from your country that we can accept. So make sure if you're preparing your financial documents and if you wanted to join us, you can send us your financial documents to us in advance. We can check it for you. And so then if you do need to change the bank, you will have enough time to do that. Before you, so after you print out your bank statement, you need to make sure that each page is signed and stamped by the bank. If the bank do not stamp or the bank due to their policy, then that's fine. But majority of bank will be able to sign and stamp your bank statement. And another thing's important on your bank statement you need to check is the transaction date. So apart from the 28 dates statement period, you also need to show 28 dates between the first transaction that's showing on your bank statement and the last transaction. So for example, the first transaction that's showing on your bank statement is 1st of July. Then the last transaction we need to see, it need to be made on 29th of July. So this is just an example about the two transactions. if you didn't have any transactions over the past 1 or 2 months, we recommend you to print a longer statement period to show previous transactions, and then make a new transaction before you print out the statement. Then you'll be able to, then the bank statement will show more than 28 days transactions. It also shows that your account is active up to present day, and the funds has been maintained there since 28 days ago. Now, when you check the bank statement, if your last transaction is more than 2 weeks old by the time you print out the bank statement, you just need to make a small new transaction into the account and then print the bank statement. So then the bank statement lasts for valid longer for CAS and Visa, because UKVI's requirement is that the bank statement cannot be more than 31 days old. So if you're using a bank statement that's going to be, 31 days old or going to expire soon, the university will request for a new bank statement. So to save you keep going back to the bank, so before you print it out, make sure you make a small transaction. Okay, and so we also recommend you not to use more than 3 bank statements for CAS and Visa, because the multiple bank statements can cause confusion, and it can possibly lead to a visa refuse. So if you use too many bank accounts, funds. So ideally, maintain your funds in 1 bank account. It's the best. And if you're using your parents' bank statement, we will need your parents to provide a financial consent letter to confirm they are happy to sponsor your study and happy for you to use the funds. And we also need your official birth certificate as well, just to prove the relationship. Okay. Other than bank statement, there's another type of financial document which is called fixed deposits. That some of the countries do use this type of document. Now, if you use fixed deposit, what do you need to provide is, first of all, we need to see if it's safe in the approved financial institution. We would require the fixed deposit certificate or receipt that was originally issued when you deposit the funds into the account. Now, if the certificate or the receipt itself doesn't say that you can withdraw the money at any time, we will need a covering letter from the bank to confirm that the funds can be withdrawn anytime without any restriction, because this is UKVI's requirement that you need to be able to have access to your funds at any time without any restriction. So this part is very important. And again, the fixed deposit need to be maintained for at least 28 days in the account. If the maturity date it's going to expire, then you will need to get a new bank letter to confirm your next new maturity date if it's auto-renew. So then, because the dates need to be valid when you apply for CAS and Visa. So that's why we recommend you, when you do using a fixed deposit, we recommend you to have a maturity period a bit longer, at least 3 months. So you don't need to keep going back to the bank to get, or you don't need to wait until it get matured and then to get a bank letter. So the longer the period, better. So if you unable to take the funds out at any time, unfortunately, we will not be able to accept that fixed deposit because it does not meet the UKVI's requirement. Okay, other than fixed deposits, we do ask for evidence of for source of funds. This is university's requirement, but also UKVI do require to see the source of funds in your account. So, if you're, for example, if you have maintained £20,000 in your account for 28 days, then was it the funds transferred from your parents' account? If yes, then we will need to see a copy of your parents' bank statement and proof of the income as well. If we do see the funds has only been maintained there for recently a short period of time, and if the funds came from a sale of a property, by your parents, then we will need to see a copy of the official sale deed, along with a certified English translation if the original document is not in English. And we will also need a copy of your birth certificate to confirm the relationship. So we will need linking documents to make sure that the information that's showing on your bank statement and other documents are matching together. So we might request for additional documents, depends on the type of document that you provided for us. So everyone's cases or documents might be slightly different. Okay. For another type of financial document we can accept is education loans. So if you're going to apply for visa using an education loan or CAS, on the loan letter, it must confirm that you have fulfilled all requirements and no other conditions attached to the loan, and the loan will be ready to disperse to your account after you receive your visa and before you travel to the UK. This is a very important section to show on your loan letter. And the loan amount need to cover at least first year study amount. So make sure there is any other conditions that you need to meet in order for them to disperse the loan to your account. So we will not be able to accept if you take a loan out against a cash deposit or a fixed deposit. So it needs to be, against a property or other assets, but it cannot be cash. So just make sure that the loan letter also shows what did you use to secure the loan. So normally the bank will confirm, you use a property or what type of assets to take out the loan. And we recommend the loan just in your name, not in your parents or anyone else's name. Okay, other than CAS financial documents, we will also require TP certificate before we can request your CAS. So it's very important for you to book your test in advance and provide us the TB certificate. The university will not issue the CAS if your TB certificate is not ready. Okay. Depends on the documents that you have provided. Other scenario that we might request your birth certificate is that when we see there's some discrepancies in the name or date of birth in your document between your documents, or if your birth certificate was registered less than 3 years, we will require additional supporting evidence to support that, the reason why you only register your birth certificate recently. Other than the birth certificate and TB certificate, if you are age under 18 by the time you travel to enroll and study with us, or by the time you'll be still under 18 by the time you progress to BCU, we will need you to complete our consent form, under 18 consent form. We will normally attach this with your unconditional offer letter, and you will need to complete it and return it back to us. So apart from the consent form, we will also need a copy of your birth certificate. We will need a copy of your both parents' passports as well. If one of your parents is deceased, we will also need a copy of that certificate. And you will need to appoint a UK guardian, someone in the UK to be your guardian until you turn age 18. So this person needs to be at least age 25 years old and need to be able to attend your enrollment with you together. So this person cannot be on a student visa or a visitor visa. So other type of visa that's valid during the period that you're still under 18 and they're living in the UK. You can appoint that person as your guardian. The full details of the UK guardian's requirement, we will also attach that with your unconditional offer letter as well. And your UK guardian also need to provide a copy of their visa and also or a copy of their UK passport if they are British citizen. So these documents are very important. If you're under 18, we will not be able to request your CAS if these documents are not provided. So make sure you speak to your family, your parents to appoint someone in the UK to be your guardian in advance to avoid any delay that you miss the deadline for September intake. Okay. Another document is that sometimes the original document might not fully in English. So any document that is not fully in English, either academic, financial, or any other type of document that you submitted for CAS and visa, you will need to provide a certified English translation. This is UKVI's requirement. And on the certified translation document, it needs to confirm that this is an accurate translation. You need to confirm the date of the translation. You need to confirm the translator or translation company's name, signature, and their contact details. This is very, very important to have. Without this, we will not be able to kind of proceed as well. So as you're probably aware that last year, December, UKVI has increased the living expenses from 9,207 to £10,224 now. So £10,224 is the amount that we are using to work out your required funds. You can scan the QR codes to find out more information. Now, what happened after you received your CAS? Once the universities check all the documents and they are happy with the documents, they will issue the CAS to us. We share it with you, and we advise you to apply for your visa immediately, as early as possible, and then use the same documents we approved for CAS, except bank statement if the bank statement going to expire soon, make sure you make a new transaction and print a new bank statement for your visa application. We advise you to prepare more for your interview, as you might have already done the admission interview with us. However, we do advise you to continue to do more research about your course, study location, and all information detailed related to your study. Research about your accommodation as well. So be fully prepared in case you get called for UKVI interview. Keep us updated about your visa application, which day you have received your biometric appointment, and if you receive your outcome, share us a copy of your decision letter and the visa copy as well. You do receive it. And please keep us updated about your travel dates, so then we can prepare your pre-enrollment. You need to complete the form as well before you travel. So all these are very important things to keep us updated. So these are the summaries. These are the informations that and the documents that we need for CAS. Just checking if you have any questions. Okay, yes. So Yes, got a question about the bank statement, maintain your personal. Yes, we do not need to, if the father transfer the funds to your personal account, we don't need to see your father's bank statement it's unless it's one of the document as to evidence the source of funds. Okay. University interview more academic or person like, so it's combined of both. So we will we will ask about the how much you know about the course that you chose to study. We know about we, we will ask you about um your personal interest that relates to the course. Why what makes you um interested to study this course, something like that, and your career plans and how does the course help you to achieve your goals. So in terms of CAS issue turnaround time, so this is normally we were looking at average 3 days for CAS. However, during the peak period of time, it might take longer due to the volumes of CAS requests that the university have. So we advise you to apply, submit the documents as early as possible. Do not wait until the deadline, a day before deadline or the deadline day, because once the request deadline passed, we will not be able to request any CAS at all. So if you deciding which bank statement you're going to use, even though the funds is not mature, share us a copy. We can check for you to see if there's anything that that we might not accept, or if that's all okay to continue to maintain your funds in that account. Do you provide personal support services? Uh, what type of personal support services? Is it we do have a student service team to here on campus to provide supports for your academic during your study. So accommodation, academic and supports that we do have. Any other questions about CAS documents? Got a question. How long does it take to receive CAS once all requirements are completed? So as I mentioned earlier, average roughly it's about 3 days. But during the peak period of time, it might take longer. Depends on the volumes that the university have. So it might take up to 5 days. Depends. And also, university might require to see extra documents or informations before they can issue the CAS. So it might take. It depends when all the documents provided. Um, then the turnaround time differs. But average wise is roughly about 3 days. So in terms of deadline for applying for CAS, 26th of August is the last day we can request the CAS for September 2025 intake. So if you do have your bank statement ready, just waiting for it to get mature, please share a copy with us. we can check it for you in case there's any other things that we still need. But yeah, share us a copy and we can check for you. Okay, so if you do have other questions that you wanted to ask after this session, please feel free to contact us anytime. If you have offer already, you can contact us through your portal or by email. You can email us on info@bcic.bcu.ac.uk. Thank you. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your rest of your day.